I paid your girlfriend a visit this morning.
Welcome to Cartoon Chef for another video. Today we are talking about Jinx from the Netflix television series Arcane, in which it is explained how she turned from a cute little girl into a psychopath.
No! Sheesh, I'm not that crazy.
At the beginning of the series, Jinx is just a sad child who has lost her parents. Before Vander takes them both in, and Vi is the only family she has. A few years later, they both grew up, and Vi finally takes Jinx on her first mission.
Powder, look at me! What did I tell you?
That I'm ready.
But unlike her big sister, Jinx simply buried the trauma deep within herself. And she heavily relied on Vi. In order to spend more time with Vi, she has been getting better and better so that they can keep doing missions together.
We stick together.
But things changed after Vander was kidnapped. To get Jinx to safety and save Vander at the same time, Vi had to make the difficult decision to exclude Jinx from the mission.
I need you to sit this one out, Powder.
What? Families stick together, you said it yourself.
You're not ready!
Which led to Jinx's first mental breakdown, hurts her deeply. Even the death of her parents did not make her so sad. Back then, she had her sister by her side, but now she feels like she's all alone. Abandonment has brought out all her hidden feelings at once.
You have to work. For me, okay?
But she went to help anyway, and her help indirectly killed Milo, Clagger, and Vander.
My monkey bomb finally worked!
You did this?
Later, Vi was so angry when she found out that Jinx was the cause of their deaths. The uncontrolled rage made Vi slap her and leave her alone in the rain. At that moment, Jinx's whole world collapsed.
Please come back! Please, Violet! I need you, please!
Silco took in Jinx when she was vulnerable. He saw something similar in her because he had the same experience when he was abandoned by Vander.
She is not my sister anymore.
5 years later, Jinx turns out to be one of core member in Silco's group. She lives with Silco and helps him smuggle Shimmer into Piltover. On one job, she encountered another gang, the Firelights. After shooting a red-haired girl, she has a brief hallucination of Vi, which led to a total blackout and the murder of Thrill.
You are supposed to guard the cargo.
Later, when she returns to her place alone, we can see that she clearly lives in her own shadow. The dolls of Milo and Clagger live not only in her couch, but also in her head. She kept talking to them as if they were still alive. Even she has never admitted that it is her fault that they are dead, but the past is slowly eating her from the inside. Unable to forget the past, so she paid a visit to the old place. The old boxing machine awakened many memories in her. And sooner than later those memories turned into anger and madness, especially when she saw Vi's records on the board. Jinx wanted to set her own record above Vi to prove that she is better, but unfortunately, she only ends up in second place and takes her anger out on the machine. In the meantime, the past keeps coming back into her life. Later, she found out her greatest fear. Vi was back in Undercity. And Sevika and Silco kept that a secret from her, so she took that anger out on them.
It's your sister. She's back.
You're lying!
Jinx's cruciality and creativity are beyond imagination. She has found a stunning way to punish both Sevika and Silco for lying to her. Later, Vi recognized the torch of Jinx and ran to her. After 5 years, she finally meets her sister again.
Are you real?
Yes, of course.
I changed.
I know. Pow, I know.
It was a touching reunion, but it was cut short when Caitlyn showed up. Then Jinx got paranoid again, angry and jealous. Meanwhile, all those voices in her head just kept messing with her.
You're not a Jinx. I never should have.
Stop talking to me like I'm a child! You're a class act, sister. Sister thought I missed her. Everyone shut up! I need to think.
The sudden appearance of the firelights just makes the situation even worse, and the fight against the firelights ends with Vi and Jinx being separated again.
I didn't lose her! She was there for me!
Jinx back to her place after the fight. The brief reunion with Vi didn't make her any happier. Instead, she was convinced that Caitlyn is the one should be blamed for. The revenge seed has been growing in her heart.
Let me help you with that.
Where have you been, Jinx?
Chasing down dead ends. And guess what? They're not all dead. Don't move, silly. I might hurt you.
After patching up herself, Jinx went to confront Silco, instead of using Sevica to send a message like last time. This time she did it face to face. Surprisingly, even dangerous villain like Silco cannot handle psychopath like Jinx. He just sits there helplessly to convince Jinx, while his life is literally in her hand.
It's been real, Cupcake.
After confront with Silco, Jinx headed out to look for her sister. Meanwhile, voice in her head misled her again. She was convinced that Vi replaced her with Caitlyn, so killing Caitlyn is her only choice. But it is intervened by Echo. Back then, two of them were friends, and the fight between them right now, just the way they fought when they were kids. In the end, both of them are severely injured. After explosion, Silco is the one who found Jinx and bet everything to save her.
She won't die, Doctor. She can't.
Bravo, sis.
After recovery, Jinx has been busy. She took Vi for abandoning her. She kidnapped Caitlyn for being replacing her. She abducted Silco for betraying her. She put three of them around the table, alongside with Milo and Clagger.
Where should I sit?
Vi tries to talk Jinx out of everything and just leave together.
Where would we go?
On the other hand, Silco tries to convince Jinx that he cares about her.
You're my daughter.
Wait! She's my sister. Vi, she's too far gone.
After Vi begged Caitlyn not shoot, Jinx realized that Vi still care about her, and didn't replace her at all. During Jinx's mental breakdown, Silco tried to pick up the gun and gonna shoot Vi, which left Jinx no choice but to shoot him.
No, I'm sorry.
I never would have given you to them. Not for anything.
Comforted by Silco in his last moments, who reaffirms his love for her before dying, Jinx finally accepts her new identity and fires the weapon at the Piltover Council chamber. Thanks for watching. We didn't include Jinx fighting into video, but there is a different video with all top fights in Season 1. If you are interested, click the card on top.